Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. Delighted to be joined by John Docherty. John, what's happening, brother? How's life?
All good, just chilling at the moment. I started training camp 2 weeks ago, so I've been training my camp for about 2.5 weeks now, so I'm well underway.
Well, yeah, let's talk about then. You've changed trainer. You went from sense to Grant Smith up in Steelcity, up in Sheffield. What was the reason for that change then, and how are things going with Grant?
The reason was because there was a few things behind closed doors, and obviously I'm not going to blag about it on here, and it showed in my performance. So I changed trainers, and I think it's a good move. Grant's like more a boxing coach. I can go back to my old boxing way, and as I was an amateur, instead of going there and knocking everyone out and relying on the power. Do you know what I mean? So now I've since I've been in with Grant about 2 weeks now, I've already been learning so much back to boxing, and I'm back enjoying loving the sport again. So it's all going good.
Well, let's talk about it then. Let's rewind to November last year with the Jack Cullen fight and the performance and stuff like that. How have you managed to watch that fight back, and what are your thoughts on the fight itself and your performance then?
I never watched it back. I just remember I got to the 6th round and I was thinking, oh my God, I was honest, I was pure unfit. I got to the 6th round, I couldn't even breathe. I was thinking, I do not know how I'm going to get through these next 4 rounds. I just basically, from the 6th rounds onwards, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go in survival mode. Just get through this fight and hope for the best, basically. Basically, Jack Cullen took my shots and I was nowhere near the... Basically, I was knocking everyone out, and then obviously my training, I was taking my off of training and all that, and it showed. Just I was blowing up my ass in the 6th round. So basically, I went from there, and I was just trying to get through the fight with just what I could do. Basically, just keep getting through it. And if I was fit enough on that night, obviously it would have been a different story. But I was very unfit, and I'm glad that loss come. To be fair, that loss has let me a lot. I mean, a hell of a lot, and that's why I've made these changes.
Well, I've got to say, did you ever? I seen in a recent interview you did with somebody else, that you questioned your time in the sport after that loss. Did it hit you quite hard, losing to Jack Cullen?
Yeah, it definitely did. Losing to Jack Cullen hit me really hard, to be fair. Yeah, I wasn't really speaking to no one after 6 weeks. 6 weeks in, I was quitting boxing. I wasn't doing no boxing no more. I was just stopping. But my dad spoke to me and said, "How can you give up? You've been an amateur this long, and how could you give up?" So I had another few weeks thinking to myself, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to keep at it and give it a right go this time. There's a lot of things I was missing out last time, like my food wise. I was missing training out where I had to go drive that long 60 mile. I had 60 mile back, so then I couldn't bother doing the run when I was coming home because I was that tired. There's a lot of things behind closed doors that wasn't going to plan, but it is what it is, and I've sorted them out now, and it's going to do me good in the future. Do you know what I mean? But as I said, that I lost to Jack Cullen, it's left me loads.
Well, let's talk about the new team, new promotional thing and stuff like that with Siesta. So let's stick with Grant Smith and up in Steelcity. You said that you've been with him 2.5 weeks, and you're learning loads and loads from him, and you're going back to your sort of old style of boxing rather than knock everyone out. I think you're enjoying it. You're enjoying boxing again.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm not saying loving it because the training's quite hard. But I've got just a completely new team. That training was the drive was killing me to go to Brentwood, obviously. So it was killing me at the end. And as I said, there was a lot of stuff behind closed doors, what I didn't like, but I didn't say. But it's sorted now, and I'm with Grant. And obviously, I was on GB with Dalton. So I know Dalton, I know Sonny, I know them all. So it's all good. They've all welcomed me well. So I've just got to get my head down now and just start pushing on. I can't do no dodgy performances. I've got to be on point every performance. So I'm just looking forward to my next fight and carrying on and getting back to winning ways.
Well, you're signed back obviously on Instagram, Siesta Promotions. Talk to me about that and how happy you were with the new sign. It seems like he signed Zach Kelly as well and a couple of other guys, which is it's good to see.
Yeah. Well, basically, my dad, I knew Al through matching me. He was always at matching shows, and I was also to speak to him, and I spoke to a few companies who wanted to sign me, but Al's a very good pal of ours, especially to my dad. So I thought, you know what, I'll give him a try, and then I phoned him up, and he sorted them out, and basically he knew Grant as well, so he spoke to Grant, got me up there training, and I only went around a lot of trainers. I only went around to Grant. And we went well. Do you know what I mean? So it went from there. So
that's good stuff then, mate. So when are you looking to be out again then? When are you looking to get back to winning ways?
The end of April or May. Beginning of May or end of April. So I think I'm doing an 8-rounder and then I'm fighting for an international title after that. That's what the good thing was. Well, going with Al, you know what I mean? He's got a few other shows in a few different places. Do you know what I mean? So I can still go and match him, and I can go to Russia, wherever. There's more boys to pick from. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just looking to pick up a few titles by the end of the year, or get one title and defend it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm looking to be up to 4 times this year, 3 to 4 times. So I'm looking to be busy.
Did the pressure a little bit get to you then, where everything, where you're knocking everybody out and you were getting hyped up to be the next British champion and you can be the British champion? Did you feel a little pressure when people were saying that?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I wanted to go in there knocking for it because Eddie Hearn loves knockouts. So I just had in my brain, I need to knock these out. Whatever happens here, if I'm losing the fight or I'm winning the fight, I've got to knock this boy whatever happens because he loves a knockout. And that was a wrong way from going in. I wish I never knocked no one out now, because I would have trained much harder. When I knew I had the big shot, I could knock somebody out. I just needed to hit them that one shot. That's what I thought in my head anyway. But I'm glad it's happened now. As I said, though, a loss against Jack Collins learnt me a lot. And if I would have started the career with boxing and knocked no one out, it may have been a different story, and I would have put 100% in the training. But it showed in my last performance a lot that there was a lot missing.
Well, you definitely, it does feel like an off performance from yourself, but would you ever visit the Jack Cullen? Would you rematch Jack Cullen if given the opportunity to right that wrong?
Yeah, obviously, anyone would. If Jack Cullen keeps winning, and obviously I win, 100% I'll have that fight. But if he loses, then there's no point. You know what I mean? If he loses his next fight or the fight after, I don't know who he's going to fight. I don't know whatever happens, but I'll be willing to fight him again. But obviously, if he keeps winning, I keep winning them. Yeah. If he loses, no. I'm not really bothered, to be fair with you. If we fight, I'm not bothered. But me just now, I would rather go and fight him. Yeah, I'd fight him 1,000,000%. But it's if he keeps winning, as I said.
Definitely. Well, new trainer, new promotional team, new John Docherty. Is that right?
Yep, definitely. I'm just, I'm a different. I'm not going to say I'm an animal. I'm just a different person altogether. Jack Cullen has made me a better person as well. He's humbled me, to be fair with you. So you only see a different John Docherty, even in the press conference going to that fight. That was not me in there. Do you know what I mean? It was just shitness, and it all fall back on me, basically. So I'm glad it happened. Listen, I've took the defeat now, and I've took it, mate, and I'm coming back harder than ever.
You look to be out April, May time. So can we expect, like I say, the amateur sort of John when he was boxing and stuff like that, rather than looking for that knockout?
Yeah, listen. Obviously, when I'm boxing, my power is going to be still there on the back foot. Like, you know what I used to think before? I can't let this opponent push me back. I've got to keep on the front foot. So when I keep him back, I'm going to knock him out. But now I'm going to be see me more holding the center on the back foot and boxing. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be a completely different John Docherty. But listen, a knockout will come a lot more, not a lot faster, but a lot more. And you might get a bigger knockout because we're timing shots more. Where before was all rushed and going 20 miles an hour. It just won't. It'll be a different John Docherty next time out.
Finally, before I let you go, you got anything you'd like to say to the fans watching this video and the people that John Docherty's back, he's ready to rock and roll again?
I've just got to say thanks to everyone who kept with me and keep with me at the time being, because there's some big fights ahead, and the ones who all dropped me, I'm going to prove you all wrong.
Mm-hmm. Well said, John. Well, I won't keep you much longer, brother, man. I got to say thank you for taking time out on your Monday evening to talk to me. Stay safe, mate, and I look forward to your return.
Thank you, Andy. Cheers. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you.